Marion Lovett was an extremely talented and much-loved art curator and mother. I was never lucky enough to meet Marion, who raised her family along with her life partner Shane in a rural part of County Sligo. But anyone who knew or met her, Marion, everyone spoke about her many personal qualities, and she was a fierce advocate for social justice. Anyway, Marion passed away just when she was just 61 years old last autumn, and she passed away because of breast cancer. Marion had received a clear mammogram in 2022, but just a year later was diagnosed with terminal stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. While there's initial hope that treatment could at least prolong Marion's time with us, it was not to be, and in 2024 Marion suffered a dramatic and catastrophic health incident as the cancer rapidly spread and took her life within the space of a couple of days. What Marion didn't know at the time of her mammogram was that she had dense breast tissue. Neither did she know that having dense breast tissue makes the screening of potential cancers through mammograms less effective. Dense breasts are breasts which have less fatty tissue and have a greater level of fibrous and glandular tissue. They do not look or feel different to non-dense breasts. A self-examination or examination by a health professional will not reveal whether a woman has dense breasts. A 3D mammogram will reveal this. If at the time of her mammogram, Marion had been made aware of the fact that she had dense breast tissue, and had she been informed that this potentially made her clear test result, which she got, less accurate and more prone to developing breast cancer, Marion could have asked for an ultrasound or an MRI scan to confirm the clear results. Marion's daughter Martha has inherited her mother's sense of justice and compassion, and she's challenged her very sad loss of her mother into energy, highlighting the issue of dense breast tissue. And this is not just about one woman. Dense breasts, although I'd never heard of it until Martha approached me, are very common. It is estimated that between 43 and 50% of women have dense breast tissue, and while the level of density can be genetic, it's also affected by factors such as age. Younger women naturally have denser breasts than older women. Body weight, women with a low body mass index, BMI, are likely to have dense breasts, and use of medications such as HRT can also suppress breast density. What Martha is asking for and why she's approached me is something that is already done in every state in America, as well as across much of Australia, Canada and several of our EU neighbours. What Martha is asking for is information which is easily derived by the radiologist who's undergoing or who's taking the mammogram at the time, is to pass it on to women at the time of their screening. Women clearly need to know whether they have dense breast tissue, and they also need to know the potential consequences of that information. Over 7,500 people have already signed Martha's petition, calling on the Minister for Health to introduce a bill for mandatory breast density notification that would ensure that all women are clearly informed whether they have dense or non-dense breasts after mammogram. Clear guidance provided on what their breast density means, and any additional screening options such as an ultrasound or MRI, and thirdly, that GPs receive this information so that they can properly advise patients. Finally, I'd just like to commend Martha on her work, and I would ask the Minister to really consider drafting this legislation as a matter of priority, please.